Hi everyone, I'm Zach Reinhardt, here to review the new ORESAMA album. ORESAMA, it's self-titled. Um, ORESAMA is a pop group, a pop duo in fact, comprised of Mr. Kojima Eya and a singer who goes by the name of Pone. Kojima has been doing some production for some other pop artists like Dauko, and it's been pretty good. And these guys have had a bit of a rise to fame with a couple singles they had out earlier this year that were pretty good. And I've been kind of hotly anticipating this album since they've announced it. So it's finally here, and I get to see if my hype was justified, and I am glad to say that it was. Um, these guys have made some of the best pop music I've heard all year, and I know I've said this on like the Waikiki Beat review as like if it was a bad thing that these guys have very squeaky clean, perfect production. But I feel like Orisama uses the cleanness to their advantage to add a lot of detail and intricacy to their songs. And it's kind of like when a picture is very clear and there's no effects or filter on it, I feel like the purpose is to show a lot of detail. And that's kind of an apt comparison, I think, for this Orisama album. It's 11 tracks, and they're all about 3 or 4 minutes long, and they are all very immediate, catchy pop songs. The songwriting is stellar. I feel every single time I'm feeling like a verse is kind of mediocre or something, which is fairly rare on the album, or that there might be something I don't like, the chorus comes through and it just makes me want to dance. Every single chorus on this album is at least enjoyable, if not just great. Though I do have some complaints. There are a few songs where I feel like the verse is kind of left behind in favor of the chorus. The verse is somewhat forgettable, like Mikoku Telepathy. Uh, it has a great chorus, and I love the instrumental, but the verse is just kind of there. It's not really doing much. Then there's Otome Chic, which I feel like is the worst song on the album. It really kind of leaves behind the detail and density in favor of just a really kind of mediocre, incredibly simple song with not a whole lot going on. But overall, I think the album is pretty good. A big highlight for me is the track 3, Morning Call. This song has like this kind of retro disco-y vibe, and the guitars just sparkle, and it has all this harmony to it, and Pone's voice is just charming, and it just brings me in and makes me want to dance. I challenge you to not enjoy this song. Then there's the song Koi no Aji, which is an incredibly simple song melodically, but it has just so much detail to it. There's always just different layers of instruments playing the same melody, and Kojima's kind of funky guitar going on in the background, kind of Bee Gees inspired a lot of the time. And it has this fun la 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 kind of chorus, and it's definitely a highlight on the album. Then you get the song Atama Kara Monster, which is like I feel like Kojima drove himself insane on this song. there are like these weird stabs of guitar noise that kind of come in on either side, trading spaces in the song, and it's just weird. It makes the song feel kind of disjointed, and it's like like this kind of happy melody is going on, and these like stabs of distorted guitar noise make the whole thing seem kind of somewhat sinister in the background. It's an odd juxtaposition, but overall, I gotta say, these guys really know how to write a good chorus. They know how to write a good bridge too. They really know how to use their space within a song. They use stereo very well, and the production is very clear to hear all of the kind of intricate details of each song. And Pone's vocals are great. I really like them. They're not cutesy, but they're charming, and she's capable of being this kind of very in front pop singer, but she's also capable of soft, kind of whispery vocals that are very pretty. And I'd like to hear more from her and more from Orisama in the future. I'm feeling a 7.5 on this album. Um, I kind of when I listen to the first few songs that I really like, I'm feeling like it's an 8.5, but then it's just kind of backloaded with the more mediocre tracks, and it kind of drags it down a bit. But yeah, that's me, Orisama. It's pretty good.